A very good, happy Monday morning to everyone out there across the Wumbles community. And Landon here with you to bring you your latest weather and forecast, courtesy of On Target. Hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. Taking a look out here early this morning, we got a cold front that's approaching out of the north and west. It's going to take its sweet time making it here. It's pretty much going to be locked up here throughout a good chunk of the work week. And we're going to have these southwesterly winds that's going to be pulling in, that's going to continue to drag in a very warm, very humid air mass out of the south and west. This is going to set up shop for numerous days of active weather. We'll be looking at the peak heating of each afternoon and evening, bringing multiple rounds of showers and storms here across the region, pretty much throughout the course of the entirety, folks, of this week. All right, let's get things kicked off. Looking over the D93 sky cam, got a beautiful view, got a few clouds out there, but sunshine dominating for the most part. Overlooking the D93 sky cam there in Bowling Green. Got an immaculate sunrise view. Looking off here over Morgantown early this morning as well. Got a little bit of fog lingering back there per typical right around the Green River area. So please be aware if you are located in and around those fog-prone locations. Temperatures and dew points, we're getting back to that summer-like feel. We've already got readings located anywhere between the low and mid-70s. They're going to be locked there. The dew points are throughout the vast majority of this week. We're going to be taking those temperatures all the way up to either side of the 90-degree mark as we get into this afternoon. Combine that with a rising humidity, you know what that means. We will once again be making a run at the triple digits in the heat indice department. Now, folks, take a better look here at the surface map and the setup. We were just looking at it there with the satellite overlay. But watch the movement of this front to our north and west. Here we are looking at today's surface map. Here's a look at Tuesday's surface map, and here's a look at Wednesday's surface map. You will note the cold front never makes it through the region. It stays locked up just north and west of us, and folks, that's going to continue to send that southwesterly flow, bringing all that warm, moist air out of the deep south and out of the Gulf that is going to equate to those numerous chances for showers and storms here as we work throughout the entirety of this week, okay? So let's jump over here and let's give you a breakdown of what we're looking at in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. We got the cold front approaching from the north and west, but here we are looking 20,000 feet extended vertically up above our head. We got this large upper level ridge building across the desert southwest and this baggy trough that's sort of just going to be lingering right around the Great Lakes and Midwest region. Again, folks, we got the orange arrows signaling that southwesterly flow that's going to be transporting that moisture and the heat and humidity up into our vicinity here. This is going to set us up for numerous rounds of those showers and storms, along with some pretty intense heat and humidity. The combination of highs near 90 with dew points rising well up into the 70s this afternoon. We are anticipating heat indices to be lingering right around either side of the century mark of 100 degrees. You'll see we'll lose that heating throughout the overnight. We work through our Tuesday, and we're again going to send those heat indices right up to around that 100 degree threshold. Then we're going to work into our Wednesday afternoon. Going to be a little bit cooler out there with a little bit better coverage of shower and storm chances here across the region. Watch the behavior of how the reflectivity appears with the arrival of peak heating each and every afternoon, okay? This is whenever our instability is going to become maximized. The good news is wind shear, the change of wind direction and speed with height, is not going to be great. So that's going to have difficulty organizing any storms. We need shear to organize strong and severe storm chances, but that's going to remain low on the totem pole. So we could have some gusty winds, torrential downpours, pretty much with what we've been seeing here over the past several days, folks, with any storm that develops. Should be calm this morning. Then we work into this afternoon and evening. Showers and storms impacting the region. No surprise there. We lose the daytime heating throughout the overnight. We get the activity that becomes minimalized here across the region. And then we work into our Tuesday. We're going to be dry throughout the morning. We get into the afternoon and evening. Here comes more rounds of shower and storm chances impacting our vicinity. Again, We're not underneath the threat for any major severe weather outbreaks or anything like that, but each afternoon and evening, strong storms, perhaps marginally severe storms, could bring an isolated damaging wind gust and localized flooding with the downpours that will be present across the region. Here we are working throughout Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. Looks to be a little bit more active throughout this time frame with enough moisture available, but you pretty much get the same song and dance each and every day throughout the entirety of this week, folks. We're going to have these sporadic rounds of showers and storms developing with so much moisture lingering across our vicinity. A typical summertime pattern appears to be the setup for us. Now, with that being said, we do have a marginal risk for severe weather engulfing the far western tier of the Wobbles community. That does include portions of Butler County, Logan County, far western Simpson County. And again, folks, this would be for an isolated damaging wind gust or two appearing with the strong storms that are impacting our vicinity. Total rainfall amounts throughout the entirety of this week, folks. Take this with a grain of salt, because if you're hit with these sporadic scattered downpours each and every afternoon, you're going to see more rainfall than what the rainfall forecast shows. We got a generalized swath of 1 to 2 inches across the region. We can have some localized areas seeing upwards of 3, perhaps even 4 inches if you're hit with the numerous repetitive rounds of showers and storms as we work and progress throughout the entirety of this week. All right, you can see it right here with the full 6-day forecast breakdown as well. We've got rain and storm chances plaguing the forecast each and every day. Again, activity will become maximized during the peak heating of each afternoon and evening. High temperatures throughout the vast majority of the week, going to be anywhere between the upper 80s to lower 90s. We'll be basically flirting with triple-digit heat indices each and every afternoon. So, folks, if you're going to be spending extended periods of times in the outdoors, please take the necessary precautions. It's going to wrap up your Monday morning weather or not forecast, brought to you by On Target. You all take care of yourselves.